Hi there, I'm Holly McDonald with the Costa Mesa Pod, where we discuss all things concerning the lifestyle, businesses, and activities that make our area such a great place to live. Today, I am joined with Shaun and Amada, and they are here with Top Notch Cleaning Company. So they are staples in the community. They do a lot for the community, more than just cleaning, and we're going to talk a lot about that now. So thanks for being here.
Absolutely.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, of course. Well, you've been on the podcast before, but why don't we open up by talking a little bit about your business, just so people know what you do, and then we'll talk a little bit more about you and the community.
Sounds good. So I'm Shaun, owner of Top Notch Cleaning Company. So we've been here in Huntington Beach for a long time, and Costa Mesa, and we've just kind of grown throughout the community and been able to be a part of it for a long time. And we're just stoked to be here today. And we basically do tile and grout cleaning, carpet cleaning, upholstery cleaning, basically everything inside your home when it comes to like specialty needs.
Yeah.
So not your normal like house cleaning stuff, but more so what your house cleaner can't do is what we touch on.
Yeah, I know you've helped my clients with different floorings, also carpets, also couches, like upholstery, lots of different things. My own house. So I trust you guys, and you do a great job. Your service is phenomenal.
Thank you. And this is my wife, Amada.
Hello.
She's the one that you talk to and you call typically, so she'll...
Yeah. So I quit my job maybe about a year and a half ago, and just to go full-time in the business.
Yeah.
And now I'm doing like kind of the administrative side, like kind of taking phone calls or emails. Also, like if I need to reach out to you, I'll reach out to you, or other kind of like networking events as well. And I just kind of like the back end, which I kind of enjoy doing that. I let him do kind of like the front side, be like the face of the company.
I'm the extrovert, I guess you could say. I'm the one that loves being out in the community, talking to people. Yep. That's what I take pride in.
And I'm the total opposite.
Totally. I'm like, I don't really want to answer the phones. I just want to like be out there hanging out, talking to people, doing fun stuff like this.
Well, and I think when I first started using you, I was booking services through like Facebook Messenger with you. Yeah. So I think it's awesome that you've scaled up now, have Amada assisting and doing like the scheduling and all of the administrative stuff, the billing, all of those things that help the business to run more smoothly. And like you really have made it into a well-oiled machine. Yeah.
I think we've learned in probably the last year and a half, and I'll definitely be her, is all about technology.
Yeah.
Me, like 4 years ago, I was writing stuff in a calendar book still. Now we have CRMs and we're doing things, Google profiles, stuff like that, where it was like, okay, Shaun, it's time to get with the times.
Yeah. But what's beautiful too, though, is that your business is a local business, and not that a local business can't be with the times. Of course, you are with the times now. But you do have that like personal feel, like a deep-rooted connection to the community. So I want to talk a little bit more about that and like your investment in the community.
Absolutely. So, when I started the company a long time ago, it was more so just like to be able to get out, have fun, have that free time, go hiking, take time off. And then slowly, as you start to like kind of grow the company, obviously, the dollars go up and your money that goes into the community can kind of start to grow.
Yeah.
So it was one of those where it was like, okay, I always loved giving back with our community. And then as we've been able to grow, we've been able to put that money kind of just back in and like, oh, hey, let's go out and, support families for Christmas, or let's go out and do stuff for Thanksgiving, like just basically being involved in the community. So as we grow, our dollars that get to go into the community continue to be able to do that. And so when you support local, that's what you get versus calling like some big corporation. Yeah,
definitely. And you are from Huntington, or you've grown up in Huntington. You service like the whole area, really. Obviously, you've got clients all over Orange County and even in Big Bear.
Yeah, exactly.
Southern California. But you do have like that home base that you're committed to. You've got your connections.
Totally, 100%. And that's what we love, just being here in this community. When we started like doing a lot more advertising, we started like advertising to like areas like south. Oh, let's go to Mission Viejo. Let's do all of this. And after like a short time, it was like, I don't want to go anywhere else.
Yeah.
Like kind of like how you've done is like, hey, Costa Mesa, Huntington Beach, like those are your areas.
Yeah.
As you start to kind of like build that that's what you want. And it's like, now you get to start to become like kind of a household name.
Yeah.
Someone's like, hey, I want a realtor. First thing they're like, oh, I know Holly. Or, hey, we want a cleaning service.
Yes.
It's like, oh, we know Shaun and Amada over at Top Notch Cleaning Company. Let's call them. So we've really kind of just channeled in like where we kind of focus, where we put our dollars into the community is like right here in Huntington, Costa Mesa, Fountain Valley, like these local areas to us.
I think like there is something to be said. You don't need or want to spread yourselves too thin. Like you can make a huge impact right where you are. These are generously sized areas. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of homes. There's a lot of, because you do businesses too. There's a lot of ground to cover that you can make a huge impact on. And so what is it that, I mean, you touched a little bit upon it about like why you wanted to start a business and have some flexibility and all of that. But did you have like a lot of experience with floor cleaning, tile cleaning, all of that before? Was this a hobby? Was it an exciting thing for you? How did you get into it?
So it all started with my father, who's been in the cleaning business 47 years. He's still in business to this day. And he's the one that I owe it all to. I started working with him, you know, when I was just a little kid, really money to buy a skate ramp or to like go do things. My dad was like always like, hey, you're going to work if you want anything. And so I cleaned houses and things like that till I was probably 18, 19 years old, and then kind of wanted to like get off of that track and go do my own thing. And when I came back, I started working with him again, like in my mid 20s. And I was like, I kind of want to start my own business. I'm, you know, over just working all the time, not knowing that if you start your own business that you have to do that.
You are working all the time.
But at least it's our own. But that's kind of how, you know, all of that started. And I always had like that experience in the house cleaning world. And then it was, well, let's start our own carpet cleaning business when I was like 19, and I did it on the side. And then at 25, I like walked away from my full-time job. Just because I've been in the cleaning business, I know how to kind of grow and run a cleaning business. So it kind of was second nature.
Yeah.
So, you know, after our first year, you know, we were able to, you know, make a good living and replace my income working a full-time job. And it was like, yep, I think this is what I want to do. And then it just kind of grew and grew and grew. And that's kind of how it all kind of started. And I absolutely love it. I told myself if I get over it, I'm just going to leave the business. So I said, I'm going to do this until I don't want to do it anymore. But while I do it, I have a passion for it.
I was just going to say, it sounds like a passion for you.
Yeah.
So when you do what you're passionate about, then it's still work, but it doesn't feel as much like work, and it's much more rewarding.
Absolutely. And like when you put in 15-hour days, you have to like what you want to do. You know, like holiday time right now, it's like, you got to put in that time.
I'm sure everybody's getting ready to have like visitors come to town. They want their place all nice and clean. People are moving around. I mean, you probably don't really have a huge slow season, but the holidays, I'm sure, is just extra busy.
Yeah, it's crunch time.
So
we've been feeling it.
Yeah. Like sometimes I'll go with him to jobs because he'll need me, you know, like, hey, can you do this or that? And it's like, like he was saying about kind of like, it's kind of rewarding in a sense, like seeing like from what it looked like to like if you're doing the carpet or tile, like, and then we come in and we kind of do the cleaning. It's like, okay, I see like what you're, you know, talking about, like kind of like the passion of it in a sense. Yeah.
Sometimes when you're living in your home, I mean, I can speak about this from experience. I'm a realtor. I go into homes every day. It's very easy to say, oh, that looks a little bit worn, like on someone else's home. But then I come home to my own house that I, you know, live in every day and like can look past, oh, there's a stain on the carpet that I got to get Top Notch to come over and clean.
Yeah.
It's easier to be more aware of the surroundings of others than yourself.
Yeah. I kind of do it when at my own home. I'm like, oh, I think we need to get our floors clean, you know, like
Good call.
Yeah.
Hey, babe, can we set up a cleaning for the floors next week?
But I know it's kind of hard with when we have clients. It's like trying to fit ourselves in the schedule to do our floors or our couch or whatnot.
The personal trainer that has to go to the gym and work out themselves, even when they work out at the gym, it's still hard to make it.
It's like, it's just like they say, the painter's house is never painted, right?
Right.
It's just the way it goes because you're so busy bringing your service and your passion to other
Right.
people. And that's what's important to you. It does pay the bills too, but it's also important to you because people are relying on you. And when you do build up a reputation in a community and people need and want your services, you want to deliver.
Absolutely. That's like, I think our biggest thing is like not wanting to let people down.
Yeah.
No matter how far you kind of like grow or your business changes over the years, you are always trying to like hold on to that like small business feel where you're like, I, have to always tell myself, like, when somebody calls us and then a person goes out to do a job, it's not always Shaun that's there, but we still want to kind of deliver that same thing that's always been delivered to our clients, even if it's not me necessarily being at the home anymore, type of thing.
The same like experience that they would expect.
Yeah, they want to know that like, oh, they're trustworthy, they're going to do a good job. And, that's what I think why we have so many people that use our services for so many years.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things where it's like, hey, they've built trust with us. Now we're kind of part of the family. Like you've talked about, it's like, hey, I can trust you to come inside my home.
Yes, I was just going to say that. I've had you come before, and we all know that when like services are scheduled or deliveries are scheduled, you typically get a window, and when you're working or you're busy with your family, it's hard to coordinate being at the house and doing like the key exchange or letting people in and just going through the motions and monitoring them even. But with you guys, I have total trust. I'm just like, okay, I'll just open my garage remotely and let you in. And I know you're not going to like let a burglar in.
Totally.
Steal the computers. And you've even helped out with my pets in the past. You're part of the family.
Yes. And that's what we want, no matter how much things change over the years, it's like you still have that like, kind of small town, business vibe. So
Well, and I think that's part of where you're giving back and feeling the connection to the community really resonates very truly, because you're not just giving back to causes or people that are important to you and kind of showing appreciation for them.
Yeah, that's kind of how it all starts and stuff, is just we've seen so much support in the community from us necessarily towards us, and then it's kind of like just being able to like help out people, families, businesses, whatever that may be. If it was during COVID, eating out like 3 or 4 times a week, just taking food home, to going out and helping, families or, just people that need a little extra help, if it's during the holidays or just throughout the year. That's kind of where you get that passion, is like you get to see those smiles on people's faces, and it's just something that you can't buy. It's a very special feeling.
Yeah. Well, and I want to talk about community a little bit too, because obviously you're very invested in the community. Amada, are you from Huntington too, or where are you from?
I originally grew up in, Mexico, but also from LA.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Just on the freeway.
yeah, just on the other side. And then I moved into Long Beach and then Huntington.
Fountain Valley.
Fountain Valley. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you feel a strong connection to Huntington Beach, like by way of Shaun?
Yeah, I do. I feel like Huntington is it's like a big city, but also very small in a sense. Like, I feel like a lot of people are very, like, they know each other, like, they recommend you to a company or whatnot. Like, it's kind of like a sense of community. And Huntington, Costa Mesa, Fountain Valley, like all those nearby neighborhoods.
Yeah, definitely.
As opposed to LA, I feel like LA, when you, I guess, think of LA, you think of like a larger city in a sense. And I feel like the community, I mean, it's also there, but it's also like a larger town, I guess, in a sense, if that makes sense.
Yeah, you lose some of that sense of community feel versus, even though we are a large demographic area, we have very small town vibe feel.
Yeah.
I agree. I mean, I lived in LA for a little while before moving to Orange County, so I get what you're saying. I guess like as your perspective shifts or your priorities shift, things change, right? So like when I moved to Orange County, I wanted to like find my spot, or like find my people, find my community, be rooted and like settled.
Yeah.
And you grew up locally.
Yeah, born and raised here.
You're like, this is my spot. I mean, I know you moved around, but still.
Let's say, we've moved around and then, done stuff, and we've tried to move out of state. We've tried everything, and I'm like, we can't leave.
Yeah. There's something about it.
Yeah, it's that feeling. I go, no better feeling than just waking up and like literally getting in the car, grabbing a coffee at your favorite shop, and just hitting PCH and going for a drive.
Yeah, we're very lucky.
We're just blessed to be able to do stuff like that. And we've visited a lot of places, but you go, could you actually live there?
Yeah.
Like, it's a different feel. It's definitely a different feel. And so we get that here that you don't get anywhere else.
Yeah. Well, and I think with your company being rooted here, and being invested in supporting the community, supporting the people here, it just helps everything to blend together so nicely.
Yeah, most definitely. I would agree on that.
Yeah. So if anybody was going to be reaching out to you, fortunately, you pretty much cover everything from commercial to residential to flooring to upholstery. Where can people find out more about how to contact you or what sort of services you provide?
Yeah, absolutely. So they can find us online, just if you Google us, Top Notch Cleaning Company, but we are located at topnotchcleaningoc.com. And then you can reach us either by phone. It goes right to my cell phone or to our office. So usually myself or the wife will answer. So you know you're going to be able to talk to a person.
One of us.
Yeah. So, those are kind of the main things, but you can obviously find us, just by simple nextdoor.com, stuff.
Yeah.
Google, Facebook, Yelp.
You guys are really good on social media. I will say that. You've got a strong presence and a lot of community support.
Yeah.
And
definitely.
that says a lot when the community is recommending you. Whenever somebody posts on Costa Mesa Buzz, it says, I'm looking for carpet cleaning or whatnot, I always see you guys pop up as a recommendation.
Definitely. And that's a huge thing for our business, right? Social media is
I feel
basically everything.
Facebook communities are a huge thing. Like someone has to recommend you.
Yeah.
Like either they'll see like, oh, I see Top Notch like all the time, so they'll call us.
They'll trust you.
Right. Or, Holly, like if they type a realtor, like any recommendations, they'll trust you because a lot of people recommend you.
Yeah, I think that's everything, is that you can go onto Google and you can go on Yelp and some of the other stuff, and they can be slightly biased, and I go on all levels, no matter what company or service you're looking for. But when you go into like a Nextdoor or like a Facebook page, typically you're going to get a pretty good referral. I myself and her, we use the Facebook pages like crazy, just looking for other services. And that's probably how we use probably half of the services at our house. It's just, like simply like, hey, we're looking for a new doctor, or hey, we're looking for somebody to come in and work on the HVAC. It's just one of those things that Facebook is kind of that thing, social media nowadays.
People want and respect the opinions of their peers in the community more so than some of the other websites that are just based on recommendations, because they can be a little bit like skewed or falsely misleading,
Right.
I go, hey, we all have them, right? I remember I was starting, the first business, and you go, hey, Mom, I cleaned your house last week. Can you write me a review? We all have those reviews, but typically when you go onto Facebook, it's like somebody has definitely used you.
It's like if they can think of your name and like you're one of the first recommendations to come out of their mouth, that likely means that they had a great experience with you and they're remembering your company and they value you and they want to support you and spread the word. And that's, what any small business definitely values.
Totally. I've said it, to people in the past with other businesses, our business included. We talked a little bit earlier about, just having that kind of demographic where we work all the time.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where you go, I've always used the saying 5 mile famous. Somebody told me that a while ago, and I was like, oh my gosh, that makes sense. That kind of like changed where we advertise.
Oh, yeah.
Like, hey, let's not spend our monies down in Mission Viejo or other areas. We work in those communities. We love those communities. But people in this community here, Huntington, Seal Beach, Costa Mesa.
Yeah.
We're in that area all the time. They see our trucks that are wrapped. They see us at all the different events.
Yeah.
And so if you can be usually what they call 5 mile famous, you become that household name that people don't even have to necessarily Google search you anymore.
Yeah.
They've seen you in the neighborhood. They've seen you on a podcast. They've seen you online. And so that's really how you build that like community that you get just within that 5 mile radius. I go, you could service only 5 miles worth of homes and businesses and be forever good.
You'll be doing just fine.
Yeah.
I know I texted you before when I've been out passing out flyers, and I'm like, I just saw your flyer. Yes, you are definitely 5 Mile famous.
We're working on it.
Yes, I would say so. Well, and this podcast will make you more so.
Good. I'm glad.
Yes. No, thank you so much for coming in and, donating your time
Absolutely.
to be on the podcast. I
you.
will link everything up so people can contact you and get more
Appreciate it.
information and use your services.
Thank you.
We appreciate you having us out.